You're a sick man, Ed. Sick man.
Not me. Hey, those who smelt it dealt it.
I didn't smelt it.
Lou.
Just heard it.
Live from the Shipwreck Studios in sunny 91, 92, 93, 94 degree Burbank, Illinois. We're roasting, we're sweating, we're slimy, we're sticky podcast.
It's
Good
very
evening.
comfortable down here, though.
Very nice. Air conditioning is a great invention.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Air conditioning is fun. Air
I
conditioning
love
is
it.
good.
The tavern has good air conditioning.
Cool air is good. The tavern
At least
has
the beer's
good
going to be
air.
cold.
Yep.
Yep. Well, there's nothing like a frosty beverage on a Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Frosty.
Cheers,
frosty,
mate.
frosty. Right.
Cheers to summer weather.
I ain't got time to tree. I got to drink.
That's right.
So hey, we got 4th of July coming right around the corner. So I think we should dedicate our podcast to some 4th of July stories. Some amazing 4th of July patriotic stories.
Good.
Why am I talking in my sensual voice?
I don't know, but you're making me kind of horny.
Thank you for calling the 1-900 number. You sound like my aunt. My aunt on the phone. Like, she sounded totally different on the phone. You'd call her, and she's like, "Hi, Louie." I'm like, "Oh, Aunt Anna?"
Uh-oh, that's some on the res anti shit right there.
And
boy.
then,
That's crazy.
and then you see her in person, and she's just not even close to that. I'm like,
Wow.
"Do you have a side job or something?
Nice.
How much is this per hour?"
It's usually the 400-pound broad and has the sexy voice.
Always, always, always.
Not that that's a bad thing all the time.
Or a guy nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Although I remember when back in the day when you used to be able to make prank phone calls. This is
I forgot about that. Like, you can't do that
yeah,
nowadays.
You can't do prank phone calls. And prank phone calls back in the day were awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, they were.
So we dialed the number once, and it ended up being his girl from Burbank.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it was hilarious. And we were doing a prank phone call and, like, you know, being all snotty and sarcastic, and she sounded, like, really cute, really hot. And we're like, hey, how old are you? And she's like, well, I go to Revis. I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, how, you're like 16, 17? She's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, we're going to stop the prank phone call. You want to hang out?
We'll be
She's
right
like-
over.
She's like, yeah, meet me and my friends at Haunted Trails. So we went to Haunted Trails. We hung out with those girls for like a month.
I was gonna say
They were nice.
she met you with like 3 guys off the defensive line from Revis and beat the shit out of you.
No, they were actually cute. But that was back in the day when you used to do prank phone calls. And now you can't do them anymore. You know, I mean, you could if you do that thing where you got to change the number where it shows up on caller ID as a different
Yeah, it's
number. And,
Too much
but
work.
then people don't answer it because they think it's spam because
Right.
all you third world country spammers have like ruined everything for everybody. You know.
Not only that, but it doesn't have fun when you're, you got to have all your buddies around.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I got a funny telemarketing story this week.
that's not 4th of July.
Yeah, but it's funny.
Yeah.
It kind of is because it's kind of funny.
It's close to the 4th.
American companies, please stop putting your customer service agents in foreign countries because you're losing money.
I do
okay?
not know what the problem is.
You're losing big money, and hypothetically, this happened to someone, maybe, possibly, theoretically.
Talking for a friend.
They received their order from Bath and Body Works, and they ordered a couple bottles of your cheap, shitty cologne for work, and a couple bottles of your aerosol deodorant spray stuff, and some foaming soaps that are totally enjoyable, right? Well, first off, whoever is packing your shit at the warehouse does not know how to pack, because normally they take the little pump in the down position and they put a piece of tape over it so it doesn't move in transit, right? You failed to do that. And this shipment arrived to this hypothetical person with soap all over everything, right? So
Hypothetical soap.
the person was pissed off. So they called the customer service number and got Sue-Ann from the Philippines, who is a lovely human being, but the language barrier is pathetic. And so the person goes on to say, I'm a little bit pissed off because I just got my order from you guys. I paid like $70 for this shit, and I had to wash everything off, and the cologne boxes, one that I was going to use as a gift, is now trashed because it's got soap on it. Oh, you said the soap is cracked? No, dipshit. I said the soap is trashed. Oh, it's cracked. Did it leak? No, the soap leaked. Oh, it leaked all over? We replaced that for you. Replace what?
Hypothetically.
There's hypothetically there's just a tiny bit of soap missing out of everything that just ruined my day because I had to, or this person had to wash all their items. But if you're insisting on sending me a free bottle of cologne because you're a dipshit and your company screwed up, by all means, send me a free bottle of cologne. So I got this person has hypothetically a free bottle of cologne on the way.
I'm laughing because I rub you wrong time.
That was pretty much
I can just imagine Susanna, like that's her real name.
Susanna from
it's, Ting Pong is what her real name probably is. It's just constantly, every time you say something, I have this cologne that's like all full of soap. I rub you wrong time.
What? Oh, it's cracked? No, it's trashed. No, it's cracked. Okay, it's cracked.
Oh, you won't rub it out a long time.
It cracked big time.
Jeez, man. So, yeah, I'm like, I'm not going to argue with you. I tried 3 times to tell you it was trashed. You insisted it was cracked, so by all means, send this person right?
Not to cut you off, but there's a weather update that just came over on my watch, and there's a heat wave.
No
just
shit.
want to let you know that.
Oh, it's really hot out
We're
there.
talking about a heat wave. Da-da-da. Yeah, it's definitely warm.
Well, since we're going to talk about 4th of July, what is your fondest memory of 4th of July, like growing up?
This used to be one of my absolute favorite holidays because for my family, everything in summer falls between May and July. So, or May from Memorial Day to Labor Day is like my favorite time of the year because we had my dad's birthday, my birthday, Father's Day, Mother's Day before that, my mom's birthday, 4th of July. Usually there was a vacation and then Memorial Day. So it was like back-to-back fun. And you were out of school, so you were off for the summer. You know what I mean? So that was just like awesome. But I have so many 4th of July memories. I cannot even pick one out because when I was a kid, they were great. When I discovered fireworks, they were even greater. And when I discovered alcohol and fireworks, that was fun.
Not dangerous at all.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you traditionally do something like every 4th of July?
We used to have, my house would be like a Christmas Eve and 4th of July, my house was always an open house. So everybody come at my house to hang out, shoot off fireworks in the alley. My mom's only request was that we cleaned up all the paper wrapper things at the end of the night. So she didn't wake up and it was like blowing all over the yard and shit. So, but and then when I was like of drinking age, we used to all come over to my house and drink. And then one year we had a brawl with the neighbors that were everybody was drunk and a fight started. And it was just like, it was a bench clearing brawl. And then everybody went back to their respective porches and continued to drink for the rest of the night. It was just, the times were different, and it was a lot more fun. We used to take M80s with wrist rockets and ping, shoot the M80s in the air and make aerial bombs out of them. We blew up garbage cans. We blew up telephone poles. We had bottle rocket wars. One time we shot a squad car that turned the corner of the alley, and we opened fire with like 6 bottle rockets on his windshield. That was not fun for him, not fun for us because we had to run. But yeah, 4th of July was always a good time. Nobody ever got hurt. We still have all our phalanges and digits.
I wouldn't say not everybody.
No.
You don't know him, but he used to occasionally go to the park, and he had a lot of friends at the park. But his name was No Hands Chuck.
Was it because of 4th of July he was named that?
Not a 4th of July, multiple 4th of July.
So he didn't learn his lesson the first time.
No, he had on one hand a finger and a thumb. On the other hand, he had a thumb. And
so you couldn't put both of them together and still make a whole hand?
No.
Wow.
And not only that, but he did it multiple times.
Wow.
No brains, no headaches.
Yeah.
Well, at least he still had his thumbs, man, because the thumb is what separates us from the savages.
Well,
with a thumb, you could still do things. You can
not if you only have a thumb.
Yeah, but if you have you can still grip stuff. I mean, look, I could. No,
not
it'd
at
have
all.
to be a smaller cup, but I could still grip
like
my
a test
drink,
tube.
You know, yeah.
All right, wipe your ass with that hand.
You're still gripping.
Hey, y'all made
like
fun
this?
of me when I broke my finger, and I was miserable, and people were like, "You just broke your finger," and I tell them, "You wipe your ass with a broken finger, okay? When you can't use the finger and you can't put the finger by your ass, You got to wipe with the other hand, and then tell me how miserable life is.
That's
Okay.
what started Ed's bidet obsession.
Fucking A.
Yeah, but now times that because every day he doesn't have a hand or a
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be rough. Well, you could still wipe with a stub, I guess. I can let him get him a bidet. You can hold a bidet with one hand and a palm, I guess, maybe.
You just wrap the
Or
toilet
do
paper
like
around
that
your
dude from
thumb.
Sons of
And,
Anarchy
Okay.
with the fake fingers.
No Hands Chuck was around a lot longer than the United States had bidets.
just wrap it around your thumb, toilet paper.
Yeah, then it gets stuck.
Well,
And then you got
then you take the toilet paper off your
Then
thumb
you're
and you
s-
start digging
Then you're scooting around the carpet.
like a dog.
oh, that's not a good one. That's not a good one.
This episode went off the rails really quick.
Yep, for sure, for sure. And this is why you tune into the Not Podcast, because you never know what we're going to be talking about.
All right. then.
Bidets and scooting around on your carpet.
Wiping your ass
With
with
a thumb.
a thumb,
It's like wiping a marker.
like wiping a marker.
Yep.
Holy cow. So back to the 4th of July.
Yes.
Any other good stories? Because the 4th of July has never really been terrible for me, but never really stand outish, except that the money that I used to spend on giving people a party and then found out that they cheat on me.
They cheat on you.
Yeah, so for years, Lou even knows, for years I used to put on a great big 4th of July party, go out and invest with them on multiple amounts of fireworks, and not the cheap shit. Buy steaks for everybody to have, okay?
They were good steaks too.
And everyone would come over to the house, enjoy the time. When it came time to do the fireworks, they'd all go to a different show.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, basically just come over to eat.
Yeah, and get the free steak, and then go to, like another city,
Right.
Oh, no,
fireworks.
you're not getting free steak if you're leaving.
That's when you should have started firing Roman candles and shit at them as they're leaving.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you know what? No, I just stopped doing the 4th of July parties. I got fed up, and I mean, it wasn't let's put it this way. If I didn't spend over $2,000 for the 4th of July party, that was a weak year.
Wow. I had a buddy that used to drop $5,000 a year on fireworks. 5 G's a year. That was his thing, though. He never went to bars, never really took, anything extravagant, never bought. He lived a pretty frugal life, but 4th of July, that was his day. That was absolutely his day. And he would go out on the 4th, and he would go to Wisconsin, and he actually had a pyrotechnics license.
Well, that helps. But
Yeah.
I mean, come
Well,
on.
no,
think
he
of-
bought so much fireworks that they said, we can help you out and give you a pyrotechnic license. So all you got to do is take this 20-question quiz, and if you pass it, you can get a license. So he got a pyrotechnic license.
What does he get,
professional.
like a discount?
Yeah, then he got like 15% off on some stuff, 50% off on some stuff. So that means that his $5,000 went a lot further.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how those places are.
Then it's
like
like
buy one get 3 free.
then
you
it's
know?
like $8,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah. Well, he used to literally bring that stuff back packed to the gills, man. And
Yeah, well, that $2,000 I'm talking about isn't including the fireworks that we.
That was just food and beverage.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that
that's
ain't
the
cool.
type of people I had come to my party, and that's what pissed me off. I mean, half of my party would go to I'm going to say a professional, fireworks display, and the other half were the ones that paid for all this shit. So they would stay here because they paid and they want to see their stuff. But I think we all would put in anywhere between $500 and $800 each and buy the fireworks. But I would buy the food. People would help out, and bring stuff. But the steaks, I'll tell you what, you buy enough steaks for 30 people and you tell me what.
That's
And I didn't buy
expensive.
cheap steaks.
That's expensive.
So, screw them.
That's bogus.
And that ruined my 4th of July from that point on. So I just listen to everybody else's shit. Oh, well.
You should have a 4th of July party this year.
No.
Too late. I didn't do anything with the family growing up for 4th. Just kind of like the people down the block always had a ton of shit, and they lived on the corner, so they had a lot of open property. and we'd just sit out and hang out, and I would basically be with my friends, hanging around the neighborhood and watching their shit. The best thing was the day afterwards, scavenging around on the street.
For the shit that didn't blow.
Exactly. So we had the 4th of July after party.
Nice. Nice.
And then we had a guy when we got older and used to buy a ton of shit and sell it out of his garage. And we would, like, go to the prairie at the end of the block and have our bottle rocket fights.
We used to have the guy, Richmond Food and Liquors. He was an Arabian dude on 59th and Richmond, and he was the hookup for your fireworks. But he would like, at the time, I think a brick of firecrackers was like $5, which back in the day, like $1.75 a week was like what you made on your paper route.
Right.
You know, so $5 was like, I mean,
You had to
but
save for that
he wouldn't budge on his prices either. He was pretty ruthless. But he would hook us up, man. Thunder Bombs and Black Cats.
Oh, Black Cats were my favorite.
Yeah, Thunder Bombs and Black Cats.
There was one time we went to the prairie. There was like 4 or 5 of us, and we all got like a brick of jumping jacks and like a couple of grosses of bottle rockets.
Nice.
And we would use the yellow wiffle ball bats, and it always had a hole on the end.
Yep.
So we would like be able to reach out farther instead of holding it in your hand, and you know, sometimes if you hold it too tight, it wouldn't go right or whatever. So we picked a corner, and we're all got our bags full of shit and whatever, and we're like shooting them off. And this one particular year, this one kid, Joey Walker, decided he was gonna fuck up somebody's shit, and he come running up towards me and throws like, I don't know, 5 packs of jumping jacks, and they landed right in my bag and just lit the whole thing on fire. And it was like the grand finale at one of the fucking shows. I'm like, you motherfucker. The whole prairie was like nothing but fog and smoke, right?
I wasn't there.
Yep.
All of us
trying to burn it down.
all of a sudden, we see these fucking tracers, because the whistlers, if you shot them in like fog, you could see the colors, and they look like tracer bullets.
Yep.
And they were coming completely where none of us were at, and we're like, "What the fuck? Who is that?" It was the Ridge Rats
Nice.
in the dumps in Chicago Ridge. They came over the tracks, and they were like battling us, and we like just walked into like a fucking bottle rocket war with nobody that we knew.
Oh, bottle rocket wars were the best. Those were the best.
Except when you get all your shit lit up at one time and you're
Yeah,
out.
that would suck. That would suck. Yeah, bottle rocket wars were fun, man. We used to do so much dangerous shit when we were little that now, I mean, God, you put a kid on a bicycle without elbow pads, knee pads, and a helmet, you're a bad parent.
Man.
Yeah. Well,
My parents used to give me a Bic lighter and a brick of firecrackers and go, have a good 4th, Ed.
just pick up your mess when you're done.
Just clean up the wrappers.
there was a party that when I was I was in high school, in fact, I know I was, that it was a friend of my parents, a friend of my dad's, and we never really went to their house for very much, but my dad decided to go for this 4th of July, and they had a 40-foot evergreen tree in their backyard. They had like 6 of them that went across the backyard.
Nice.
They connected belt after belt after belt and wrapped the entire tree from top to bottom, like, you know, garland on a Christmas tree.
Dude, what do they have, a cherry picker to get up
Oh,
40
yeah.
feet?
That's what he did. He had heavy
Wow.
equipment.
Jesus.
They wrapped it. So I want to say it was around 6 p.m. I can't remember the guy's name for the life of me. But anyway, he
Fred.
said, we're going to light this at 6:30 and just see how long it goes. By 11:30 that night, the top was just getting started.
Wow.
Everyone was so sick and tired of hearing pop, 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 pop.
Too late. You can't stop it.
People, yeah, and there's no way. I mean, even throwing water on that shit,
Man.
And
Now, once it's going, it's going.
yeah, and I think his name was Randy, and I think he had to wait. He goes, "Well, I gotta wait because it's burning everything as it goes all
Right.
the way up, and
Yeah.
the mess that shit was making. I mean,
Oh.
the neighbors hated him for months because it wasn't just staying in the tree. Once that stuff blows off blows up, and then the wind blows and takes
yeah.
it all over. You're talking, I don't know how many thousands of firecrackers.
Dude, I can not imagine. I mean, I know how long and how loud one belt is. To wrap a whole 40-foot tree with it, that's insane.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, literally, the wraps were probably within 2 feet of each other.
Oh, God.
We had a guy that one time he opens up the trunk of his car, and he had a belt that was literally, it looked like a spool from like cable steel. It was like 3 foot in diameter, and he rolled it down the alley, and that thing literally went off for like a half an hour. And it would be like I don't know, like 4 feet of firecrackers, and then like 2 M80s, and then 4 feet of firecrackers, and 2 M80s. And it was just like this mass. Man, the mess that thing made, though.
Oh yeah, and
The
now you can
wrappers,
imagine that constantly
Yeah.
from 6:30 to at least 12 p.m.
Then there was a
going.
body shop back in the day that he used to love the 4th of July. It was a shop it was on Ogden, like in between Cicero and Broadview, Cicero, somewhere around there on Ogden. He used to blow up a car every year. He would have a massive barbecue, and at the end of the night, they blew up a car.
Why?
Just because people love to blow shit up on 4th of July. Me and Rick Coyle used to go to Trost Hobby Shop, and we would buy models, and we would build these model planes, and then we would save them for 4th of July, and then we would hang them from trees and shoot rockets at them and blow them up and put firecrackers in them. And
What the fuck?
and I'm like, man, I had some really cool. I remember I had this Japanese Zero that I really liked, and it came out really nice, and I blew it up in a 4th. I was like, oh, why did I do that?
You're a dumbass.
Because I'm a
that's why.
dumbass. Yeah, you're young and stupid.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Dude, one of my buddies that lived down the street, his dad was one of those guys that he was a handyman and he had a truck, so he would like go door to door and get jobs and whatever. And he did something else besides that, but that was like on his spare time. But he was like, he knew people, like he had connections to everything and everybody and whatever. And one 4th of July, my buddy Jamie goes, "Hey, my dad's got some fireworks. Come check them out." So we go over there, and his dad pulls out this wad, not really a wad. It was a triangle. Like, remember the footballs that you like fold up in paper
Yep.
and you play the football game?
Yep.
That's what it was, but it was like in newspaper. And
Mexican firework.
it was exactly. And dude, this thing blew a hole in the ground about the size of a basketball.
Yeah, I love those
When
things that go boom.
I don't know why they had them there. Maybe it was Cinco de Mayo or whatever. But when I lived in Mexico, my uncle came and gave me a bag of fireworks, and he was telling me that, okay, so on this day we'll blow these up, but these are yours. You can play with these ahead of time, whatever. Okay, so brown paper bag. I didn't look inside until later on. I go down, and every one of them was a triangle folded newspaper firecracker.
See, this is starting to explain things. We're starting to get the bigger picture here.
What, because
most kids get like Matchbox cars to play with or Legos. Mike got explosives,
Sparklers.
and then when he was a teenager, he burned the prairies.
Oh, yeah.
This is starting to
Not a teenager.
This is starting to
No,
come
that
together
was
a
grammar
little
school.
bit. Yeah, there you go.
That was grammar school. I blew up prairies when I was in high school.
Oh God.
He elevated the game.
We're starting to get things explained now. It's all starting to come together.
It all started when I was 3.
But yet he still won't let us light his head on fire for.
No,
Halloween.
because I burned up one time.
I sent you a video. Somebody did it.
Yes, I
That's
saw that.
awesome, by the way. I love that video.
Yeah, I didn't.
No shit.
Well, you got to understand, I blew myself up when I was 17. So
Oh.
I was burned from here up.
And you just scalped yourself the other day. So
Oh, yeah, it's a...
Yeah, for those who don't know, Mike has a pretty decent sized chunk of flesh missing off the top of his head that is a perfect rectangle.
yes.
But I was able to make my son laugh because I was so mad, and I was trying to figure out what to do and trying to stop the bleeding, that when I went over to the sink to get some wet paper towels, I said, as if I'm not losing, or jeez, shut up, stupid. as if I don't have enough hair. Really? Hair missing as it is. And he's in the fridge and he's trying not to laugh because he knew I was in pain. And then if I caught him laughing, he would be in pain.
Yes.
But I turned around and I looked at my wife and she's laughing. My son is laughing. I'm like, well, I don't have any hair as it is, and I'm taking more off by scalping myself. What the fuck?
Yeah, you literally scalped yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, I don't even have hair follicles left.
You're part Apache right now.
yep.
And if I
You know what's
did
going to be hilarious, though, is if it grows back with some type of hair follicle, all of a sudden you get this little
It'll be the
rectangular sprout.
smallest mohawk ever.
The smallest mohawk in the history of mohawk.
I will keep it then.
Yeah, you got to.
That would be
If
awesome.
it grows back hair, you've got to keep it.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have a little pointy mohawk, little rectangular mohawk.
You have to
I
like,
took off so
nurture
much
it.
skin, I don't think there is any fucking hair
I
follicles.
don't,
even
strange shit
on my
happens,
knees.
man.
It's
Strange
just
stuff
bone.
happen.
Yeah, right down to the
Yeah.
fucking knees. I
It's
don't
in the
even-
bone.
It's on
Well,
the
as it's
bone.
healing, it might pull follicles from somewhere else or something. You never know,
Yeah,
man.
maybe I should damage the rest of my
The
hair.
human body is a miracle of science.
Yeah, it's a miracle, all right.
Some of it is
A miracle.
unexplainable.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
for you guys that don't know what I was talking about setting Mike's head on fire, Mike is ghostwriter at our haunt, and for years we've been trying to figure out a way that we can light his head on fire to make his costume complete, because it's pretty legit.
Let me jump in and say everybody but me have been
But
trying
him.
to figure it out.
Every time I bring it up, he says nope.
Fire bad.
Yeah, fire's
And
not
Ed
fun.
found a guy that actually did it, and it looked pretty badass, and he still said no.
It looked, though, man, I'm with you on this, Mike. Being at our age is, if you were in your 20s, yeah, I'd probably, fucking go for it. That's
Yeah,
cool
he
as hell.
was.
Our,
he
our
still didn't do it.
reflexes are slow now. It's like, your ear
Oh, yeah.
starts on fire. You're just gonna be like, oh, my ear's on fire.
damn.
And then it's going to spread to your eyes and your face. And your
Drop,
nose.
rock, and roll, and I'll
Yeah.
be dropping, and that'll be it.
We drop. We're not getting back up anytime soon.
Right.
So
You can roll.
that's
I don't roll. I go. ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
We don't roll. We flop.
Like a flat tire.
Yeah.
So it's
Thunk,
like,
thunk,
yeah.
thunk.
I mean,
Think
I
I'm
can see,
Italian.
Mike. I'm with you on this. I got your back. I wouldn't do it either. Too much risk involved. When you get to this stage of life, you got to manage your risk a little bit responsibly.
Eh,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
life without a little risk?
Yeah, a little risk, but man, that's a big one, man. Because now you're talking fire. Now you're talking falling on the
At
ground.
this age,
Hey,
you
I-
risk getting out of bed.
I risk getting on the bike every time for Halloween now.
This is true.
Well, you did wipe out the one year.
Thank you for bringing that up.
I was gonna, and then I'm like, nah, thanks, Ed.
That was not fun either.
No.
Oh,
However-
that's not fun.
However, I did get up.
Yes.
You did. You did.
And for the
Wasn't too-
record, I freaked the fuck out.
It wasn't too graceful.
I
but
threw my
got up.
gun. I don't even remember where it landed, and I ran over there because I thought he got hit by a car or something.
Oh, like that's any different.
Well, I mean, still.
I'll tell you what scared me, though. I'll tell you right now. When I hit the ground and I heard a bunch of crunching going on, not remembering that I was wearing metal chains. So I hit the ground and I hear, I'm like, oh shit, what did I just break?
Oh, there goes my leg.
Those chains probably saved you.
You know what? Here's the real kicker. I don't understand it to this day. I have black jeans on, and my knees were fucking scratched up, but not a single hole in my pants.
Were they Lee jeans?
No, they weren't. They were Wrangler.
Wranglers are tough. Wrangler, Lee, and Levi. Well,
Cowboy.
Levi's is.
But there wasn't even a mark.
Yeah, Wranglers are tough,
In
man.
fact, I still wear them.
Well,
That means I can fit in them.
That was probably the biggest incident we had because the ambulance was called, right?
Oh, yeah. And that's when I decided to get up when I saw the lights. I'm like, I'm getting up.
yep. No riding for me tonight.
No, they put me in the ambulance. Now, I do have to give Burbank a lot of credit. They came out, full force, blah, blah, blah. The ambulance was there. The fire truck was there. The police showed up. And thank God there was an older officer on the job. Okay. Now, mind you, I have a huge show going on. All right. I'm trying to let everybody enjoy their evening at my place. So I obliged the paramedics and getting in the back of the ambulance. Well, the policemen, while the paramedics are checking me out, are asking me questions. So the one policeman, and he told me this later on, because the young policeman didn't ask me because of him, says, well, maybe we need to check and see if he had insurance. The older policeman looked at him and go, really? He just wiped out on his motorcycle in the middle of a show, and he goes, he's a sheriff, and you think he's going to be driving around without insurance? What makes you think I want to ask that man anything right now? Did you see the condition he is? And he got up.
Yeah.
He
It
goes,
takes all kinds.
well, he pulled me off the side. He goes, you have to excuse my partner. He's a young officer. He's new on the job. I said, no, I get it. He's a rookie, and that, you want to do everything proper. And I mean, I could have shown you my, insurance paperwork, but it doesn't matter. I didn't hit anybody
I was
or
gonna say,
anything.
you didn't hit a car or anything.
Right.
I hit the
yeah.
ground.
Yep.
And if I didn't have insurance, it was up to me, except that, it's against the law. But anybody that knows anything about law enforcement, you have to be legal all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I can't just, be out there, fairly nilly and not be legal. So thank you for that older policeman straightening out the younger one.
Well, that's the thing, man. Law enforcement needs mentors. And we're losing our mentors in law enforcement.
Yeah, because they're all quitting because they don't want to be on the force anymore.
Right. Well, they're all retiring because they don't want to risk
Deal with
getting
the
sued and
assholes.
losing their pensions.
Yep. That's why I retired.
Yep. That's why a lot of guys retire, man. I remember we had this guy, I won't name names, but he was a great cop. Great cop. He worked with me on a couple of projects. He was just a great cop. And he was retiring. I'm like, are you old enough to retire? He's like, well, I got my time in. And he was moving down to Tennessee and everything else. And I'm like, okay, what's it going to take to make you to stay? Because, I would honestly back you for chief someday. He's like, you have no interest in that whatsoever. And I'm like, but why? You're a great cop. He's like, my pension. He's like, my pension is my family. He goes, I can't risk losing that. He goes, and every day I'm on the job now, I'm at risk of losing my pension. He goes, we pull over to, he was on the street during COVID when all those shitheads were running around doing nasty stuff. I mean, and he's like, one wrong camera video footage that puts you in a bad light, you can lose everything.
Right. And
It's just stupid, Welcome to Illinois.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Bailey, but vote Bailey. Get Pritzker and these freaking idiots out of office, man. It's time for a house cleaning in Illinois.
They need a full house cleaning, top to bottom, inside and out.
Yeah, enough of this nonsense of demonizing law enforcement. Enough. We've had it. Chicago, look at your numbers. Look at your crime numbers. It's not getting any better.
No, in fact, it's gotten worse.
Oh, I can
2 killed, 13 injured last weekend.
I can just imagine what's going to be this weekend.
Now with the heat, now they really get stupid.
Well, not only that, it's going to be 4th of July.
Oh, God. Yeah. I don't know.
And service announcement, when you dumbasses want to, blow off your fucking pistolas because it's the 4th of July, the bullets have to land somewhere.
Yeah, shoot to the ground if you're going to shoot your pistol.
Yeah.
Then maybe you'll hit a gas line and blow yourself up.
Or hit yourself anyways.
Yeah. Oh, that's an honest to God true story. I had 2 incidents. One where a person shot the gun into the air, wasn't thinking about it, shot the gun in the air. 3 blocks away, a young girl got shot in the head.
Oh.
And it didn't come from horizontal. It came vertically, went right through the top of her head down to her foot.
Yep.
And then the other one was a sheriff friend of mine, actually lived in Chicago, went out after the 4th of July, opened up the garage to take his bike for a ride, and there was no gas in it because the bullet went right through the gas tank.
So one of them hit your neighbor's porch, right? One year?
That was where was that at?
Next door.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh, what day? Or I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was actually a holiday or not. I just remember you telling me that you went over there and you noticed that it was a bullet.
yeah, it was sitting on the front porch. Really?
Yep.
Yeah. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, and it's not strange. Gravity is a motherfucker. And if you shoot something up in the air, everyone has this theory that the bullet dissipates.
It just goes out into space and it's lost in gravity.
It doesn't. It comes down and kills somebody.
It disintegrates when it hits 5,000 feet. It just disintegrates.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a word for those people.
No brains, no headaches.
Dumbasses.
Why is Siri talking?
Shut up, Siri. You're not part of the show. Dumbass.
Join.
Yeah, but that's it. Now, our 4th of July public safety announcement. When you're shooting your fireworks, boys and girls, make sure you have a 5-gallon bucket of water and your hose is connected and on.
And somebody holding it.
What the fuck is that for?
That's the public service announcement for safety on the 4th of July.
What does that do?
Put the fire
Put
out.
the
when it's
fire
up.
out when your house catches
Well,
fire.
the hose I understand, but what the fuck is the 5-gallon
Because
the
you
bucket?
dip all your
sparklers.
sparklers.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck that.
Where the hell are you at?
yeah.
When your little 3-year-old comes running over and what do I do with this? You put it in the
Yep.
water.
You know, I think
Never gave my 3-year-old sparklers.
honestly, the
It was
sparklers,
always stuff that disappeared.
the sparklers are the most dangerous fucking thing on the 4th of
Oh,
July.
yeah.
They are.
I'll never forget, man. One 4th of July, a person who should remain nameless, was a little tipsy, and people were with their sparklers, going, "Oh, gee, look at me, I got sparklers." And then they're like, "What do I do with these sparklers?" "Oh, I'll take them and put them out." It was like kung fu, only on the. He had 2 lines going.
Well, it happened. I mean, he put them out.
Oh, yeah, he was going to throw them in the bucket of water and didn't realize you grabbed the hot part of the sparkler, buddy.
That's the red part.
But it was
wasn't-
still orange.
It wasn't lit yet.
It was still orange, and you decided to touch it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you say, no brains, no headaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing
4th-degree
about
burns on your hand.
yeah, that's the thing about the 4th of July. There's too many stupid stories.
Oh, God. The dumb shit that we used to do on the 4th of
I
July.
remember
Oof.
me and my buddy would like get packs of firecrackers and throw them in like 5-gallon buckets, and it just made them louder.
Right.
And you didn't have to pick up the paper because it was already in the bucket. And his mom came out to tell him something or whatever, and he had a pack of firecrackers in one hand and a lit punk in the other hand, and he's talking to her and not paying attention, and he put his hands together and lit the pack of firecrackers, and it all went off in his hand. And his mom was freaking out, and she's Greek.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. Fucking his hands all like blistered up and stuff. I'm like,
I had lady fingers go off in my hand one time. That was scary.
Yeah.
Well, then your whole hand goes numb. The first thing you're like, I don't have any fingers left, and I can't feel
Well,
anything
yeah,
because they're
it's
blown numb for like 20
well,
minutes.
and the shock.
Yeah.
Remember the one year when
or
I
you'd be like my one buddy who was like, "Yeah, the lady finger, my hand went numb, man. I went behind the garage, I rubbed one out. It was like a
it
whole
was
new
like
adventure."
It was like a stranger.
Somebody knew.
Yeah, the
This
80s,
clown.
The 80s.
I'm not going to say it wasn't my fault because it was my fault, but it was not labeled very correctly.
He almost killed my mom.
Yeah. Well, and Julie.
And
Oh
Julie.
shit! What'd you do?
So it was at one of his parties, and everybody had fireworks, and they're all going, "Oh, I'll like this cake. Oh, I'll like this fountain. Oh, I'll like this." So I grabbed this square box. Now, everybody's lined up in the driveway and on the sidewalk.
Without shields.
Yeah, just in lawn chairs. His mom's there. Julie's there. Michelle's there. The kids are there. Blah, 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 whatever. So I grabbed this perfectly. I forgot what was on it, but it looked cool. It probably had something to do with horror, zombies, or whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm going to like this one. So I put it in the middle of the street, and I lit it. And I walked away. A few
Well,
steps away.
That's what the directions say: light fuse and walk away.
Right. And then all of a sudden, it went boom, boom, right towards his mom and Julie.
Oh shit!
And I kicked that thing, and it just happened to kick back upright. I put it on the ground the wrong way,
Oh shit!
and that thing lit up underneath their chairs.
Oh, it shot about 3 or 4 different
Yeah.
fucking things, and
I
got
was
my
like,
mom
oh, shit. I just killed Mike's mom and Russ's wife.
burned Julie pretty bad.
Yeah. That was the last one I lit. It didn't say this end up.
It was there. It said it was in Chinese.
Well, sometimes I think the Chinese kind of do that shit deliberately. And they're like,
I should-
we eliminate a few Americans.
Those damn Americans will never know. I
They'll
should have
know.
called the Bed Bath & Beyond service center. They would have told me.
Yeah, I just want to know, Donald, with all the fireworks you have planned for the 4th of July, how much money did you pump into the Chinese economy?
How much? Wait a minute. It's not even him. How much have we
Oh, my
done
God.
that?
They've already started by me every night. It's like,
Oh, I
You know what?
could have
though?
swore the people next door were lighting things off. It was so
I have
loud.
to say something about that. This has been the calmest month before the 4th that it has been in years.
Oh,
by
not
my
by me.
house.
Pretty much. I mean, besides the city's firework thingies.
Oh, I mean, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't disagree
Maybe they
with
moved
that.
by your house, Ed.
Yeah, I think they all moved by me.
Good.
But it's pretty crazy.
It hasn't.
I can't even take the dog out at night.
Well, my son's dog hides at the pop of a snap. So
Yep. It's crazy.
Our great
crazy.
CEO.
So yeah, I think it's important with the 4th of July and American patriotism that we start to be Americans again, people. We need to be Americans. There you go. We need to be Americans. We need to get back that day after 9/11 mentality where we all had the flags flying on our houses. We all were greeting our neighbors. We were all talking. We were all united. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Well, and unfortunately, that's what has to happen for that to happen to the country.
But you know what? Let's look at it in a good way. It's our 250th birthday, America. Let's celebrate this and be Americans again. You know, all these people that were coming over from Europe for the World Cup that were like scared to death going, oh, America's just people, it's like the Wild West. It's people getting shot. People are ignorant. People are just mean. And they came here and they're like, wow, we had a really good time.
Yeah, because they drank fucking Boston Dry.
The Scots are a whole breed all themselves, man. Those are my people. You did good, Scotland. You did good. But they're coming back and they're like, the food is amazing in America. The people are amazing in America. You get free refills on drinks in America.
They obviously didn't come to Chicago.
Europe's all. I feel sorry if you own a restaurant in Europe because we just set the bar for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
You all
You're in
suck now.
trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Get ready to start parting with some free refills.
Your
Europe.
fountain machines are going to be flowing.
Yep. They're like, it's America. It's like the Coke machine never ends and the Pepsi machine never ends. And they have this thing called Mountain Dew. It's like, yeah. But this is what makes our country great, man. And people from the outside that live in Europe are coming back and saying, oh, America's like really a great place. And we're sitting around going, we suck. We're horrible. We do this to our people and we're oppressive and we had slavery 250 years ago. Well, okay. We did. Okay.
And
we're not perfect.
Europe had it 300 years ago.
Yeah, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we're trying to grow out of it. You know, some people aren't. I mean, there's still jags in the world, but let's just try to be Americans again, please. Let's just be Americans. Celebrate the 250. Enjoy yourself.
You know, I was thinking of that. We were young once when.
I was 9 when the 200th came around.
Yeah, but in 1776 or 1976. So yeah, we got to enjoy that.
Yep.
And you know, I mean, I remember the quarters coming out, and everyone had to have the bicentennial quarter, and you know, I mean, that was an important time.
Yeah,
in
the fucktard
Ireland.
we got in the right house just take away pennies. I went to CVS yesterday to buy something, and my change was like $10.01, and the lady gives me a $10 bill, and I'm like, "You're short the penny." She's like, "Thank the president, we don't have any pennies."
Yeah, they don't have them anymore.
I'm
They're
like,
all out of circulation.
whoa. I go, if I come here and I buy this for $9.99 and it's $10.14, and I put it on my credit card, you charge me $10.14, right?
And
she's
then
like,
some.
yeah. And I'm like, and if I have cash and I pay by cash, what do you do if I tell you I don't have the penny? Well, I don't know. I'm like, so you're going to take the penny away from me that you owe me, but if I owe you a penny, I owe you a penny, right? I'm like, it don't work that way.
No,
I
not all.
got so pissed off, I returned my item. I was like, you know what? You don't have a penny to give me my proper change. I'm not shopping here.
So
yeah,
that's,
and everyone's going to go at the penny.
Yeah.
No, it's the
No, it's
principle.
The point.
Of
It's
the
the
point.
principle. It's
so
the principle.
there is stores because I went to Lindy's Chili, not for chili, and they actually have a sign on the drive-through, breaks it down. If you're like 1 to 4 cents, they like round up or down or whatever it is, and they have a whole chart because they don't have pennies in their place anymore.
Yeah, well, how about if I start rounding off when I'm paying my bill? You telling me it's $2.35?
Well, I always wanted to know why the gas station advertised $3.99.9 when we don't have a .9 anywhere.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Don't
just
get me
this-
started on gas.
So hey, bring back the penny. Find a cheaper way to manufacture a penny.
How much
Okay,
cheaper
make it out of
can it get?
aluminum or something, or make it out of.
They did it during the war, made them steel.
Make it a wooden penny. I don't care.
Make it plastic.
Yeah, there you go.
Never wear out. And, I mean, I can still pass off one of those Monopoly pennies or whatever the hell those things were.
Make it bit. Make it out of bit. We have Bitcoin.
Yep. Well,
Gay.
yeah.
Make
Yeah,
all the
it's
coins
just,
out of plastic because we got so much plastic, we have no more metal.
Right.
I mean, we're the only country. Come on, man. We're the only country with shitty health care that's not universal health care and socialized health care that's free. We're the only country now that doesn't have pennies. Come on. What are we doing here?
Man,
What are we doing? We're America, for God's sake.
Merica.
I didn't even
Merica.
hear about the penny thing.
Really?
Yeah, there's a penny shortage.
Yeah. Not a shortage, but
Well, it's because everyone
What
has
they're
them in
making
their
out
piggy
of.
banks.
It's just another way corporations can make more money. You don't have to give me my proper change back. So you
Right.
made an extra penny. Now think about that if every shopper at CVS across the nation gave CVS an extra penny, how many tens of thousands of dollars would that be in a day?
Oh, that'd be a lot, and they wouldn't give it up.
Right.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. That's my point.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
what would be really even easier is just get rid of change altogether.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the people that the new generation probably can't count pennies and whatever because
Oh.
they can't tell time without a digital clock.
And they can't sign their name.
Right. They can't write in cursive.
Can't write a map either. Yep.
No, that's true.
You hand them a map, they have no idea what they're doing.
If it
Oh, forget
doesn't
about
come out on
globe.
What's
GPS
this
and telling you-
NSCW?
Swanu.
Why is this pointer pointing up?
Swanu.
I know, go up. Yeah.
I mean, okay. I'm
Well, I
not gonna
remember.
get
I
there.
remember back in the day, never eat sour wheat.
I was always taught never eat soggy waffles.
Nice. Yeah.
I
I was taught
waffles.
never to eat bad. Never mind.
So, what is your favorite thing about America? If you look back at our country and our country's history, what is the one thing that you're like, this was the best time, this was the best thing, this was the best person? What do you really like about America?
To be honest with you, I think I love America, period. Just all over. I mean, just look at the A-team. Here we are. You can't go wrong in the United States. I'll tell you what. Go on the news channels like I do in other countries and see the trouble that they have. Then look at your own country and go, it ain't that bad. Outside of the health care, which I agree with you 100%, and maybe a few other things, but America is great. Plain and simple. And no president has to make it great. America's already great. We just have to improve our attitude towards each other, and that's it.
I agree. I like the cowboy era. I think we had a cool Western era.
You
Cowboys
weren't
are
alive in the
cool.
cowboy
Yeah,
era.
but see, the problem is I wasn't there to witness it.
Yeah, I'd like
Ed
to,
was.
though.
Oh, you old bastard.
I'm an old bow-legged bastard.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, that was cool. I think, and I think like of cool people, cool Americans, George Washington had to be one of the coolest Americans.
Well, anybody that can wear wood dentures got my vote.
Well, not only that, but he was just such a badass. He was just like, he was a true. There's a new movie coming out about him, and I can hardly wait to see this movie because he was just really just a good dude and a badass. I think colonial times were pretty decent. Other than the hygiene.
The lack thereof.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and my favorite place in America, hands down, the Badlands. God, that place is beautiful.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
Great band.
Yeah, great band too. But yeah, the Badlands. That place is just so gorgeous, man.
There's a place in North Carolina that kind of rivals that. But-
Really?
Oh, yeah. And I just have to say that everywhere that I have visited outside of Illinois, and even southern Illinois, we've got some beautiful country around us.
Oh, we do. We do.
And what amazes me is the British. First of all, they don't understand. Well, I mean, I'm not degrading them, but they don't understand that when we leave our home state, that's like leaving another. That's like leaving their country.
Right. Right.
They don't understand that Illinois is bigger than friggin' all of Britain.
Yep.
And so when we go on vacation, we don't have to go far to get away from,
The crap.
right.
Well, see, the beautiful thing is like, yeah, the freedom in America, like we can go on vacation to California. We can drive Route 66. We can do the Peninsula Drive through Michigan and Wisconsin, and we don't have to get passports for it and papers and all that kind of stuff because this is a free country. I mean,
Right.
We're a free nation.
Yeah, not only that, but, if you want to see something really different, you just go to the next state over.
Yep.
And everything looks completely different.
Yeah. It's good stuff,
I
man.
mean, look at New York, for instance. You go to New York City, and it's a big, bustling city. It's friggin' huge. It outnumbers us 2-1. And we're a big city.
Yeah.
But, if you look at Chicago and New York, you see the same thing. Why would I go to New York to go see a big city? Well, I would go to New York to see the rest of New York, not New York City.
Yeah, I have no desire to see urban environments, man. I've been out to L.A. I've never been to New York, but I've been to L.A. I've been to Nashville. I've been to some of the bigger cities. And you know what? It's like, it's a big city,
Yeah.
The only big city that I honestly was impressed with was, I think it was, was it Quebec? It wasn't Toronto. It was, it had to be Quebec. That was actually a city that I, honest to God, felt safe in. And the prices were just, funny story. I think it was or Montreal. It might have been Montreal.
Vancouver?
No, it was either Quebec or Montreal. I think it was Montreal. There's a museum, and we were picking like what to do for the day, and it was Abby's turn to pick what to do for the day. So she's looking through the little brochure book or whatever, and she's like, the museum has Pompeii and Toulouse-Lautrec and Napoleon. It's like, this museum is awesome. Let's go to the museum. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, the museum experience for 3 people. $50 admission fee. 3 different exhibits, $25 a piece. This is going to be an easy $400 day, right? So we drive, we get in a little rental car, and we drive to the museum, and I'm parked the car, and I'm looking around for parking. Well, there's all kind of street parking, and there's a meter. So I don't know what the meter is. So it was like literally like 50 cents for the entire day to park.
Oh, jeez.
Because
You gave it 50 pennies.
So I put in like 50 cents Canadian. It was like 50 cents to park. I'm like, score. I'm like, that saved me $50 because in Chicago, you go to the museums, it's like $50 to park your car, right? So we go to the museum, and I'm standing in line. I'm like, oh, I'm puckering the old butthole because I'm like, it's coming. And we get up to line, and the lady looks at me, and she's like, and how can I help you? And I'm like, well, I need two adults, 1 child, Pompeii, Toulouse-Lautrec, and the other one. And she's like, oh, okay, $16. I'm like, for the kid? No. For all of you. I'm like,
Kid.
yeah, but we want everything. We want to see all the exhibits. Oh, yeah, that's all included. She's like, you're from Chicago or New York, aren't you? And I'm like, Chicago. She's like, yeah. She goes, up here, we like to make the museums affordable so people can come and enjoy them. She's like, you're welcome to spend all day in any exhibit you like. It's like, I think it was like, was it $7.50, like $2 for Abby. It was like ridiculously cheap.
Terrible. But it's funny that you mentioned that because what zoo around here can you go to that's free?
Lincoln Park.
Costs $45 to park there.
Yep, exactly.
Literally.
Yep.
My son works downtown occasionally for volleyball. And he couldn't find parking. Said, well, the museum is right across the street. Or no, the zoo is right across the street. So he parked at the zoo. And it cost him $45 to park. But the zoo is free.
Right. Well, I was amazed, though. And the exhibit was awesome. It was the same Pompeii that I saw when I was a kid at the Field Museum. It was the same exhibits because I remembered a lot of them. The dog thing, and all that. And I was like, why is Chicago so damn expensive for the museum? So I got back and I'm talking to people. I'm like, why is Chicago? They have free day once a month. Oh, gee, thanks.
Yeah.
But then
Canada has affordable pricing
they
every
up
day
the
of
parking
the year.
on those days.
Yeah, right.
So then it's $60 instead of 40.
Karen took me for my birthday one year because I love Vikings, and she took me to see the Viking exhibit, and I was kind of like, oh, this is going to be expensive. But then I'm like, oh, it's my birthday though. I'm not paying for anything. So we go down there, and it was ridiculous. I mean, you have to pay the museum entry, then you have to pay for the special Vikings exhibit, then you had to pay to park your car. Then because we were there all day, you had to eat lunch there, which, you know, a $5 McDonald's burger is now a $20 burger at the cafe in the museum.
It's more expensive than parking.
Yeah, it's like, it was like turn you upside down. So I'm like, we're not eating here. We're going to Connie's afterwards. We can get a really good meal at Connie's, like for half price, you know. So, but the Vikings exhibit was so fucking cool. It was really cool. But yeah, I mean, but this stuff should be culturally acceptable. But we have become such a profit-driven society that we forgot that, like, people should be enjoying these museums. People should be learning, but they don't want you to learn anymore. They want you to be a sheep.
Yeah, and that's a given. That's
Well,
for
and
damn
now,
sure.
nowadays all history is fake.
Oh, well, if it's not history that's acceptable, you just erase it.
Right.
You know, and I get it. Slavery was an ugly time, for sure. But what about the Indian massacres? Nobody's talking about the American Indian massacres.
What Indians?
Oh, and displacing them.
Right, and displacing them and then trying to give them smallpox and then addicting them to alcohol and then taking
Fire
their
water.
land away. And I'll never forget, I was watching this movie and the Indian goes, well, how do you own the land? Do you have... Did God give it to you?
Right.
They're
Yeah.
like, no. He has like several questions, and he's like, I don't understand how you can take the land. The land is the land, you
Yeah.
know?
And that's it. I mean, we just took it.
We just took it and then divided it up, and it's like, wait a minute. You know, yeah, our system is so flawed and broken, but that's neither here nor there. We need to be united again, and we need to work together and solve the problems. You know, there's no such thing as a problem that can't be solved.
Well, the problem is people have their own agendas of problems, and they're not the same as other people's agendas of problems.
Well, the problem is the problem of the people. The people are the problem.
Just like the video that you showed me about that guy
Oh, yeah.
dressed like a whatever, and that would be one of the problems.
The funny thing is, I told you, it was about genitalia.
Yep.
And this man dressed as a woman.
Full
and-
beard and everything.
Full beard, dressed as a woman, and I think a few other things like a, I don't know. What
Fairy?
Fairy.
Legitimate fairy.
Yeah, legitimate
With
fairy.
like wings and whatever.
And
Rainbow hat or spikes or something.
No, that was that was the spikes. That was like the Liberty spikes or
Yes.
something, and all the rainbow colors, and then full blown out rainbow shirt, and
Did he have a tutu on or something?
he had a tutu on, and
2233.
it was about a 6'6" because
Yeah, well, yeah, he was kind of not skinny.
2 inches taller. He'd been perfectly round.
Yep. Rounds of shape.
Love or heart-shaped eyeglasses, and then said, I don't know why everyone's fixed on genitalia. It's not like I want to have sex with anybody. You're the only person that's fixed on genitalia, because I don't sit there and think about my genitalia on a regular basis unless I have to use it.
And you don't have to worry about having sex with anybody
Right.
Yeah.
I'm married. That doesn't happen.
unless you run into a leprechaun.
It's all shock value, man. I seriously think some of these people just do it for the shock value, and then they love the reaction. And it's like, you know, I think in my life I've had one serious conversation with a tranny. One. And he was actually a really cool dude. He was actually a really, really cool dude. But for the most part, he wasn't looking for shock value. He was actually in a bar, dressed up as a woman, and he was not a very good-looking woman at that, but he tried, and he told me like his whole story and everything, and it was like he just felt that he was more comfortable in life dressing in a woman in woman's clothes, and I'm like, oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, I remember he looked me in the face. He said, "Do you hate me because of that?" And I just looked at him and I'm like, "Hate you? I don't even know you."
Right.
Right.
How can I hate you?
I'm like, do you kick puppies and step on kittens' heads? He's like, no. I'm like, then I don't hate you.
Right.
you know,
And
like,
that's the misconception that, because we don't talk about it, we don't like you. No, that's not the point. But here's a prime example. My daughter and I went out shopping, and we went into I don't even remember where the store was or whatever, but it was in a big mall, and we were shopping. I was looking for presents for my sons, and so we were in the men's department, and I'm looking at clothes, and she's wandering around. She's not too far from me, but she's just wandering around a little bit. And from behind me, I hear, "Hey, is there anything I can help you with?" I turn around, and it's this guy, full dress. I mean, full female dress.
were you at
purse.
Macy's?
I don't know where I was, to be honest with you. I wouldn't even lie. All right. But he was in a full dress, long red hair. All right. My daughter was so embarrassed because I didn't say anything to him out of pocket or anything at all. But I was probably standing there with a dumbfounded look on my face because I heard a male's voice and I saw a female, or a male dressed as a female, and I'm sure it confused the shit out of me. Okay, this is not something that I am used to seeing. All right? I wasn't mad at him. I didn't think anything less of him or her, however he thought of himself or what have you. Okay? But it was a shock factor for me because I wasn't expecting that. I heard a man's voice. I turn around and I see a female, and it threw me through a loop. So I'm sure I had a really fucking dumb look on my face. Okay,
It's not wrong.
but I answered him politely. No, I'm good, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just looking for some gifts for my sons. I didn't think I did anything wrong. My daughter was horrified. Dad, you should have seen your face. Well, I can't see my face. That's the problem. And I'm sorry if that's what happened. But I think that would have happened to anybody that was expecting to see one thing and you see another.
You're a little more old school when it comes to that. You're a little more, I won't use the term unaccepting because I think you're pretty accepting, but I think it shocks you more than average because it's just not something that you've been truly exposed to. And I think people are like that. And, the main thing is you showed no hatred. You didn't insult the person. You didn't, you were surprised. And a man dressed as a woman sometimes will surprise another man. It's normal. It has nothing to do with being homophobic or mean or anything like that.
No, I was very. I was.
See, I got a place, man, that I do my Christmas shopping at every year, and I believe I don't want to make assumptions because I have the worst gaydar imaginable. I could be sitting next to a flaming homosexual and I would not even know it. And it's happened. It happened to me. It started in college. My gaydar is broken, severely, really broken.
Did you get hit on? Is that why?
No. Well, when I was in college, here I am. I'm Ed, the kid from the South Side, grew up Catholic school education, going to a liberal arts college, right? And they had homosexual clubs and all this stuff, like the gay club and all that, And I would walk past the room and be like, oh, there's gay people in there. Okay, Well, I had this one buddy. His name was Bill. Bill looked like David Bowie and dressed like he was straight out of the cover of GQ magazine. And he was the coolest, nicest, funniest human being alive. And we met in a lounge and accepted him into our group. We used to be called the Lounge Lizards at Columbia. That was our little fraternity we had.
Nice.
And Bill was one of our lizards. And we would, occasionally the college people, we would get together and we would party in the weekends. And I remember my friend Kenny was having a party and Bill came along and Bill showed up and I'm like, hey, Bill's here. So I'm sitting with Bill on the couch. We're drinking, we're partying, we're having a good time, we're talking, we're laughing, the whole shot. Bill's like, hey, man, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to get up and go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, cool, man. I'll be here. I'll save your seat. Well, this guy comes up to me and he goes, so are you with Bill? And I'm like, well, no, we didn't ride here, but we go to school together. He's like, oh, he goes, no. Are you guys together? And I'm like, well, yeah, we're buds. What are you talking about? And I didn't even catch on that this person was like asking me like if I was in a relationship with Bill,
Right.
So Bill comes back from the bathroom and we start talking. I'm like, man, a fucked up thing just happened to me. And he's like, what? And I go, this dude over there, and I point to the guy. I'm like, he comes up to me, he goes, he like insinuating like, are we together? Like, are we a couple? And Bill looks at me and goes, nah, man. He goes, you're really not my type. I love you, bud, but you're not my type. And the way he said it was just kind of like, Bill, that was uncomfortable the way you said that. He's like, Ed, you do know I'm flaming gay. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Bill. You look at you. I'm like, you're the most handsome fuck on the planet. I'm like, you can get any woman you want. He goes,
and that explains it.
have you ever seen me with a woman, Ed?
He also can get any man that he wants.
And I'm like, come to think of it, Bill, I've never seen you with a woman. He goes, because I'm gay. I'm like, you're not gay. He's like, would you please stop telling me I'm not gay? I'm gay.
You're not.
And we get into this big debate about whether he's gay or not. You know what I mean? And at the end of the night, I mean, we're both drunk at this point, you know, so we're having this intense conversation about homosexuality and friendship and brotherly love and all kind of shit, right?
I love
So at
you,
the end of the
man.
night, he comes up to me and he's like, hey, man, he puts his arm around me on my shoulder and he's like, I just want to make sure we're still friends and you're not going to hate me because you know I'm gay now. And I looked him straight in the face. I sobered up like the minute he said that, it's like the sobriety just took over my body. I looked him straight in the face and I said, Bill, you motherfucker, we are tighter now than we've ever been because I know when I'm hanging out with you, all the women that come around us because of you, I've got a shot at because you don't want them. And he just busted out laughing. And, man, he was my sidekick for like 3 years, man. He was a really good dude. He actually, I think he moved out. What I heard was he, you know, because back in the day we didn't have cell phones and email and all that shit. I heard he moved out to California and he was a writer on the Conan show. Like he got a job in Hollywood, like writing comedy. And God bless him because he was a wonderful human being. But he made this video called Bob the Tumbleweed. And he literally was out in Arizona and this tumbleweed was rolling down the highway. He picked it up and brought it home with him. So he did a feature film at Columbia on Bob the Tumbleweed. And it was hilarious. It was like this tumbleweed in a stripper bar, tumbleweed in a gay bar, tumbleweed in a fancy restaurant like at the Drake. He rented a room at like one of the most expensive hotels, and he had like the tumbleweed in the bed with like room service. It was like this funniest random shit, you know.
Well,
But
you
yeah,
had-
my gaydar is horrible, absolutely horrible.
mine isn't broken. Mine was defective occasionally.
Oh,
but,
mine is totally
but,
nonsense.
No, years ago when I worked for a security company and I worked downtown, and you have to wear uniforms. Well, the uniforms that we wore that were downtown, because we worked in a residential area, they were a suit coat, shirt, tie, jeans or pants, gray slacks, and didn't have patches on them or anything like that. So it was just a regular suit type of security. So we used to get changes of officers all the time because people just didn't like the location, they couldn't deal with the area, whatever. So this one guy comes in and I'm working with him. His name is so and so, and I'm working with him, and probably 3 or 4 months goes by, and I just noticed little things. Nothing really stood out. He wasn't a flamer or wear pink things or which was unusual back at the time. He didn't stand out as gay in any respect, but there were little subtle hints. And one day, he was coming over to take my place for my lunch. And he walks up and I said, "Hey, listen, I got to ask you a question." He's like, "Okay, go ahead." I said, "What side of the fence you play on?" He looked me square in the eye and goes, "Not yours." I said, "All right." He said, "But do me a favor, please don't tell anybody." He goes, "I don't want to lose this job. I lose my job all the time." Because I'm like, "Dude," I said, "I just wanted for my own information. I don't care what you do, how you act, whatever." I said, "I was just wondering." I said, "I am not telling any bosses, nothing like that." Well, after that, we had a area that we would, change our uniforms or whatever. I walk in there. This guy was 6'2", 6'3", decent sized person, and he was sitting cross-legged on a chair brushing his hair. And I mean brushing it like the girls do 200 times or whatever.
Yeah, you got long hair, you got to take care of.
Well, he didn't really have it. It wasn't really long, but anyway, it was the fact that he was doing it. Never once, he he was at ease because he knew that I wasn't going to be snitching him out, and he wasn't in fear of me, tailing on him or whatever. I didn't care. Just let me know ahead of time, and we're all good.
Yep.
I'm not homophobic. I can give two shits of how what your relationships are like. But the shock syndrome that I had, that was, again, to be expected. It was a deep voice, kind of like mine. Hey, you need any help? Turn around and this. I mean,
It's like
my suspected tranny that works at the store that I Christmas shop at gives me the absolute best, most impeccable customer service. Every Christmas, I'm actually excited to go shopping there and run into this person.
really?
And I will specifically seek this person out because he hooks me up with like exactly what I need for Christmas presents, and just like my personal shopper. I'm so impressed. But I do have a funny lesbian story.
those be friends.
oh no, you don't.
Back in the day, in the roaring 80s, 90s, one of these college parties, I had a friend who was, we were Ed and Ed. We were Ed squared. I was Ed Kowalski. He was Ed Kowalkowitz.
Oh, shit.
Oh God.
And we were inseparable. We were like two peas in a pod, man. We were like really close in college. And we were drunk at one of Kenny's parties. And Ed looks at me and he's all glassy-eyed. He's like, dude, we got to find the perfect bar down here. And we got to get laid. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a plan. So we start going bar hopping down Clark Street and like Clark and Wrightwood, okay? And every bar we walk into, it's like a sausage fest, and there's guys, there's girls, but it's like there's too much competition. So we're opening doors, we're walking in bars down like Clark Street, and I couldn't tell you where we were because we were blitzed. So we walk into this bar, we open the door, Eddie walks in first. He turns around, he looks at me, and he goes, we have arrived and we've hit the mother load. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Ed? I look around and there's nothing but women in this bar. Nothing but women. I'm like, there's all women in here. I'm like, we have zero chance of striking out in this bar. I'm like, there's got to be a woman for each of us in here. So we pull up a seat at the bar, right? We're ordering our drinks and everything. And these women are looking like we were like a fucking scabs. I mean, they were just like
No shit.
disgusted with us, And back in the day, we were good-looking dudes. We had long hair, the leather jackets. We had a good look, good appeal to us,
And a
we're,
penis.
we're personable, the whole shot. But yeah, the fact of the matter was we had penises. So
This is the perfect time to use that word.
so we're hitting on these women, and they're like, "Fuck you, get away from me," and you're get out of here. Blah, blah, blah. So we're sitting now. We're starting to get bummed out. So we're sitting at the bar now, and we're like halfway through our drink, and we're like, "Man, this place really sucks. These people fucking hate us." So finally, this beautiful, beautiful blonde comes walking up to us, and she's like, "Gentlemen," she's like, "What is your intentions tonight?" And we're like, "Hey, man, we're just looking for love." I mean, we were flat out honest. We're like, "We're just looking for love, man." She goes, "You're not going to find it here, idiots. This is a lesbian bar." Well, I'm sitting like this. I go, jaw drops, right? Ed goes, "But I love lesbians. They're awesome." He's like, "Scissors." And this 250-pound bulldog with short hair comes flying out from behind the bar, grabs him by the ear, and tosses his ass on the street. And as he's walking out, he's like, "Scissors!" He's all drunk. Yeah. True
God.
story, man.
Oh, man, that's rough.
Yeah.
Talk about an angry beaver.
Oh God, yeah. Eddie passed away. God rest his soul. But man, this guy was hilarious, man. He was one of a kind.
Well, I've never been to a gay or lesbian bar, so I can't tell you. But the funny thing is about this guy from that store. Now, fast forward a couple years now, and I go down to Gatlinburg for a wedding, and we're walking through the town and everything else, and I love cooking stuff. Well, they've got a seasoning and a oil store.
I remember you and Pigeon Forge. You walked out with like Santa's sack of spices and sauces when we were there.
Don't let me drive anywhere.
Yeah.
So Yeah, so I go into this oil shop, and I'm looking around, and there was a lot of good oils they had, a lot of olive oils that just phenomenal. And
Got to go to Fat Louie's.
I go, this place knocks that out of the park.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So I look behind the counter, and there sits this guy. He's in men's clothing, but long red hair. I'm telling you, if it wasn't this same person, it was a twin brother. Okay.
That's funny.
So,
Or sister.
Again, he says, is there anything I can help you with? Is there anything, you want me to try samples or, whatever? I said, well, this blood orange olive oil sparked my interest. He's like, wait, just right there. Don't move. Don't do it. I'm like, okay, but he's doing it in a little bit of a feminine style, motion or whatever. I said, okay. My wife is there. He runs out of the store. There's no one else in the store other than my wife and myself, and he was the only clerk. So.
And Mike's going, I'll take this one.
Yeah,
I'll
we
take
could
this
have.
one,
I mean,
I'll
we
take
could
this
have
one."
robbed the place blind. I mean, he left the register there and everything. He ran out of the store. Now he's gone for about good 10 minutes, and he comes running back in, and he's got this little cup, and he's got, I don't know what's in the cup, but all of a sudden he goes, "Give me that orange, blood orange." And I go, "Okay, what do you got?" He goes, "Vanilla ice cream," and he pours this blood orange olive oil on top of this stuff. Oh my God. I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but I would drink that stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, very nice.
What?
You don't eat a lot of ice cream.
I hate you.
Dude, I have never heard of that before.
Neither did I.
That's amazing.
But going back to the guy that was dressed in it, both of them, if I swear that it was the same person. That's one thing about, I cannot forget a person's face, and I swear it was the same person. Now, maybe some days he likes to dress as a guy, some days he likes to dress as a girl, but so attentive. And first of all, he had so much trust that I wasn't going to rob the place, and it just left. But he worked so damn hard to find vanilla. There was an ice cream store that was right across the way, but they had run out of vanilla ice cream. So he had to go a block away to find vanilla ice cream, brought it back for me to try like that. And, I mean, that's a salesperson.
Well, that's a good human. You know what I mean? That's just a good human.
I mean, that would have sucked if he went through all that problem and then you and Michelle left.
Right. And he took that chance. I mean,
it's true. I've found in life that like those people are much more compassionate than the average person. And I don't know if it's because of just their nature of being compassionate, or if it's because of the constant mistreatment and fear that they go through, and anxiety, that they're just kinder
I think
in
that's
general.
what it is.
But yeah, they're just good people,
Oh, he was awesome.
Except for the lesbian who threw Eddie out of the bar. She was definitely angry. She was definitely angry.
Angry beaver.
Yeah, she was definitely mean and angry.
I don't have.
I mean, everyone I've ever met, outside of, maybe a bad situation or whatever, doesn't matter your orientation. Have always been good people.
Hey, love is love, man. I could care less. I have a lot of gay neighbors now, which is kind of weird because you would never. And one of them is he puts the rainbow flag on his tree, man. He don't give a shit.
I did see that down the street the other day.
Yeah, well, the storm blew a flagpole right off the tree.
And
so
it
now
landed in Edge.
Now it's in Kansas.
Well, no, I think somebody either brought it back to him. He found it, but now he's got the rainbow on the tree, tied to the tree, which I think actually looks cooler. But it was kind of funny because my neighbors are gay as well, and they're like, yeah, there's gay people like around the corner on the block and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, so I guess Chicago Ridge is becoming a hotbed, and I think it's because we got good shopping and good food. It's like,
and probably a good police department.
Oh, we got a real good police department, really good police department, and really good paramedics and fire department too. Our public works, it's a nice place to live. I mean, I do want to retire to a big farmland south somewhere.
Oh no, we're going to. Yeah. We're going to take the podcast with us, except for Lou.
Except for me.
Yeah, I don't
stuck in my trailer. I could take my no, I
Oh,
can't.
you can take your trailer because it would fit right in the
Yeah,
property.
the trailers or tires are flat. So.
Well, my buddy Rick actually is buried on his land in Kentucky,
Really?
the land that he bought. I found that out when they had his memorial service here, that he chose to be family, his wife. They buried him on his land.
You do want to hear something interesting. My last partner that I worked with, I'm not going to say his name over the airwaves, but he moved to Kentucky, became a Louisville policeman, went to Rick's wake.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I just contacted him the other day we still keep my whole unit still keeps in touch, and we wish each other birthdays and Father's Days and Mother's Days and stuff. And so we all were doing that, and then I messaged him off to the side and asked him if he was in the area of Rick, and no, but I went to his wake. I'm like, damn. So
Yeah, they had every sheriff's department down there was all. I mean, it was a beautiful ceremony they had down in Kentucky, and I just couldn't go, man. I really thought about going, and I could not handle it emotionally. It's very personal to me. You know, the reasons are very personal. That Rick was special, man. He was a special friend of my life. He was really just a great guy, and true American hero, true American badass, and it's tough. It's tough. But people were, I had mixed reviews when people would bring that up in conversation. They're like, "Yeah, he didn't get buried in a cemetery. He didn't get buried in Chicago." I'm like, I don't think he wanted anything to do with Chicago when he was done here.
yeah, I think he was done and out.
He was done and out, and never wanted to return back unless he was visiting family.
Yeah,
But Chicago was not his place. Kentucky was where he wanted to spend his ending days till he retired and passed. He wanted to be in that, and I think it's kind of cool because now that land is sacred, and it will remain in his family forever. And you can't really sell that at that point. I mean, that's going to be passed down to other children. Rick didn't have any children, so I think his nieces, nephews, they might get the land. Who knows how that's going to end up? But it's like it kind of makes me smile because I'm like, Rick, you actually created a legacy for yourself, man. You created a legacy for yourself, and this little kid from St. Gall who played in band and played tackle football on the street and grew up like every other little kid on the south side of Chicago, really created a legacy for himself that's going to be forever. He will be immortal, and that's a beautiful thing, that he will be immortal.
Well, he was recognized not only in Kentucky but for Chicago PD.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of, from what I understand, there was a lot of Chicago PD that went down there. There was a few of the Cook County sheriffs that went down there. It's still a brotherhood, even though we're not well liked, or I shouldn't say we. I'm retired.
Yes.
Shut up. And but it's definitely a brother. That's what I do love about America. Another thing I love about America, your first responders, for the most part, are still needed. And yes, some of them are unappreciated, but in the scheme of things, I was looking at all the comments on Rick's page or whatever, his memorial. Out of one bad comment, there was probably 300, maybe 400 good ones. And whoever made the bad comment got ripped.
Got torched, yeah.
Yeah, by other people. So that made up for it. And why anybody would go on somebody's memorial and, first of all, not know what you're talking, because I read the comment and I went, yeah, okay, that person has no clue. And, then everybody else stepped in and took care of that, jackass. And, we need that. That's what we need on a regular basis, not when someone passes.
Well, it's a fine line, man. But I can tell you one thing: 4th of July memory. When Rick was on CPD, man, they used to get the best fireworks from him. He used to get the best fireworks. He would hook me up, man. I remember one year He gave me a bag, like a Ziploc, big Ziploc bag full of M80s. And then he's like, all right, I probably shouldn't give this to you because it's you, but I'm going to give it to you. But you only can use this on a special occasion. And I'm like, special occasion? Like what? He's like, no. He goes, seriously, this is not a 4th of July item. He goes, this is a special occasion item. I'm like, okay.
It's Saturday, special occasion.
It was a half stick of dynamite.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at this thing, and I'm like, this is like Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner shit. I'm like, is this like dynamite? He's like, yeah,
No, only half.
only a special occasion. And I'm like vengeance? He's like, no.
Like
no,
making
no.
a hole in the ground so you don't have to dig
like,
one.
Like
Yeah.
special occasion. So I literally held on to this thing for probably, I want to say, over 10 years.
Ooh, that's getting bad.
Well, the special occasion finally came. The World Series for the White Sox.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
So when the White Sox won the World Series, I went out to the front of my house with my half stick of dynamite.
And blew up his car.
I literally blew a 3-foot crater in my front yard, shattered every window within a 3-block radius, probably, like rattled them. Thank God nobody's window broke. And it was fall, of course. It was the World Series, and I knocked every leaf off my Autumn Blaze maple tree.
Hey, you don't have to
Instantly.
wait now.
And I remember the cops showed up, and I'm standing in front of my house, just drunk and bewildered, with this bewildered look on my face. And the cop goes, "Did you hear an explosion?" And I'm just like, and they're like, "Was it you?" No.
It was a
No.
gas leak. I think it was a gas
And
leak.
then I just pointed to the 3-foot crater in my yard, and they go, "Do you want us to make a report out for vandalism?" I'm like, "No."
Could have got your lawn done for free, probably.
And then the cop looked up. He's like, "This is the only tree on the block that has no leaves." Like,
I raked them all out.
I'm going in the house now.
My tail between my legs.
Dude, you should have like done some like special
Oh God.
And you talk
Thing-
about me.
something special over that hole and kept the
Oh,
hole there
God.
and just like planted like a White Sox flag or something.
Oh,
Forever.
No, it was bad. It
Do you know how
was-
much dirt was displaced at that point?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And standing there talking to the cops, he's got like grass out of his teeth and shit.
For real.
I don't know what happened.
Well, thank God I followed the instructions. I light the fuse and I got away because man, that would have took off an arm.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And I remember the next day I called Rick. I'm like, "Hey Rick, you remember that special half stick of dynamite you gave me?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I used it last night."
Sox win.
He was like, "I thought you would." He goes, "Honestly," he goes, that was a good choice, Ed. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
I have
You're
no
lucky it
grass
didn't
or
go
tree
bad.
left.
Yeah. Oh, it was funny. But
You're
yeah, man.
lucky.
I mean, it was literally a 3-foot by 2-foot crater. It's like 2 feet deep, 3 feet wide, blown completely out. No leaf on the tree. Car alarms going off all over the
The
neighborhood.
Chinese guy's going, why did we give him that?
Why you do that wrong for?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Look, we can see sky.
Yeah. Yeah,
That tree has no leaves.
Yeah, but it was funny when the cop looked around. He's like, "You have the only tree on the block that doesn't have any leaves on it at this point." I'm
They're
like,
all over Ed.
"Uh-huh."
Great big piles.
I'm going in the house. Thank you, officer.
I can't hear a word you're fucking saying. Oh my God! And you talk about me burning a prairie down once a year.
Hey! This was a one-time shot. I didn't go every year after school and
I
blow up my
I
neighbor.
did it until I got it right.
That's crazy. But yeah, those were the days, man. Yeah, it was the last time. Honestly, I don't think I've lit a firework up since then. I think that was
He's
it.
still in shock.
That's like a menage a trois, man. You do that, you're no coming back from it. You're done. You're done.
He's having flashbacks.
I can't light the damn thing. Stop moving the flame.
Yeah, but also 4th of July memory. You know what was cool on the 4th of July was pre legal age of smoking cigarettes. I used to get away with smoking on the 4th of July because I used to tell my mom and dad, I'm like, "This is so much easier just to buy a pack of cigarettes, use them like the fireworks." And my dad would be like,
Right.
"Yeah, you roll with that."
My dad would give me like his.
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
Yeah.
Here you go, Dad.
Yeah. I remember we used to get the lighter and a couple packs of Marlboros or Newports or Cools or whatever, and from Richmond, from the dude who
Yeah.
probably charged us double for a pack of smokes.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Richmond Food and Liquor.
Well, those stories are going to be back around again sometime, probably next year.
Yep. 4th of July is a fun time. But be safe. Don't light your neighbor's house on fire. Make sure you have your 5-gallon bucket. Your 5-gallon bucket and your hose on.
Your hose on.
Yep.
Not your panty
So
hose.
what is everybody doing for the 4th? I have no plans at all.
Neither do I.
Lou?
I think I'm going to Russ's extravaganza.
You're going to make me think about that, aren't you?
Yep.
Asshole.
Mm-hmm. But I will not be lighting anything off this year.
No, that's a good thing. Let the firemen do that.
I don't need to blow up Russ's house on accident or something.
No, he'd be chasing you all the way through work.
Dude,
He almost blew up his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have thanked me.
Oh,
for
he
that,
would have
probably.
thanked him. Yeah.
Sorry.
Why
Billy.
didn't you do a better job?
Aim for the head?
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's a perfect opportunity to blow your wife up on the 4th.
Right. Oh,
I missed mine. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She couldn't sit in the chair, so she was probably standing up and able to move faster.
Yeah, right.
Roll around. Anyway, gentlemen, I think it's time to disperse.
Well, thank you for tuning in to our 4th of July episode. Smash that like button and subscribe, please.
On everything. We are on every platform out there.
Hey, and you in Singapore, you missed last week.
Get right, bastard.
You know what? They all of a sudden that disappeared on my thing altogether.
Yeah,
You guys got to listen to our podcast. Get us up there. Get us out there. Both of them.
Yeah, well, this was definitely 4th of July, sitting around, shooting a breeze. I think we hit a lot of topics.
I think we.
Oh, who are you guys picking for the Chicagoland race?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and it's not going to happen. I'm going to take Bowman. Because Bowman won the last time I was there. Which was the last race that was there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on a limb and take Larson.
I'm taking Bowman.
You know what? I'm going to take Larson. Yeah, I think Larson's got a good shot. He's been knocking on the door. You know, it's. I would love to see an RCR car take it, like an Austin Dillon. I mean, I'd love to see an RCR car take it, but I think now we're out of the road course races, and
Was that the last one for the year? Until
God,
the playoffs?
I
don't
hope
think
so.
I think we have one more.
I think there's
at the end.
another Roval race.
Maybe
in
the
there.
Yeah, we
maybe
got
Charlotte.
Charlotte Roval.
Yeah, which is just a travesty to me. It's like, put them back on dirt. Leave the road courses to the open wheel cars. Maybe just do the two like you used to, Watkins Glen and Sonoma.
It's more money.
But it's like then you get these part-time drivers like Shane Van Ginzenberg.
Well, he's not part-time anymore.
Well, but well, now we realize, shit, I can make money doing this. In
The
NASCAR.
Magna, whatever his name was, that was
He's a tool.
Yeah.
That dude's a tool.
but I mean, he was brought in just for that.
Yeah, he was brought in. Well, they used to bring in, remember Boris Said? The Said heads? He used to call his fans the
Well,
Said heads.
wasn't Zane Smith? Or
No.
what was the other one?
Scott Pruitt was a road course guy when he came in.
No,
and
the
then
same time as SVG came in, they brought this other guy in.
Connor Zilch.
Zilch, I think.
He just came in last year.
No, that wasn't it. No. Who the hell? I'm going to have to think about it, but anyway, it's going to hurt my brain, so I don't want to think too hard.
I miss
Alrighty.
Boris Said. Boris Said had this big old afro. Like,
Put it on his helmet.
he would have put his helmet on, and when he would take it off, it'd be like, boom, like his hair. He had, who was that painter guy? Bob, the painter, the famous painter that used to paint all the
All
paintings.
the
Yeah.
scenery.
All the scenery paintings. Bob something or whatever.
Bob the
Oh,
Builder.
my God. No, not Bob the Builder.
Bob the Painter.
Bob the painter.
Bob the Painter.
But he had that same kind of hairstyle like Boris
Yep.
said.
Alrighty then.
Or as I call them, Boar's Head.
How about Banshee?
Banshee Defense. Cool stuff. Get your 4th of July deals at Banshee. Yes. Yes.
Oh, did he have a sale?
He had some cool stuff up online today. He was doing packages with like add-ons. Like he's I'm very generous, and he was throwing in like freebies, like patches, stickers, all kind of cool stuff with your order. Candy, I think he had on there.
I know he
I
definitely
mean,
has coffee.
Dog
Yeah.
treats.
He has a cup of coffee on him is what his thing is.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
BansheeDefense.com, people.
And I have to watch the CEO for the next couple days because the owner had to leave for a couple days.
Where'd he go?
Up to Mary's.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
They have some type of party they have to attend, and the CEO wasn't invited. It probably hurt his feelings and the CEO's.
I think he'll be fine.
Chief Eating Operations.
He gets to spend the day with Grandpa.
Oh, with Grandma.
Right.
He does her work with her.
Nice.
So, anyway, all right, guys. This is the end, and say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Happy
night.
4th.
Be safe. Happy 4th.
Deuces.
America.
Merica.
Mark.
Don't be a panoceros.
Or blow it off.